For 2 days, we stood together as human beings. For 2 days, we chanted together as Americans. For 2 days, we humanized each other. The protesters bonded with each other. The detained were loved by people who did not even have a chance to greet them. We even bonded with the DFW staff and police. And believe it or not, on my way out, an officer hugged me and told me that I'm kind of going to miss you. So I take it. And you know what? I'd like to share with you something. Some of you may have seen the images of Muslims praying their noon prayer next to D-15 baggage claim. Depending on which media outlet you follow, one of them was that Muslims have taken over America. The other is that America has responded. And that's the one that we believe in. That America responded. The same dehumanization that allows us to neglect millions of people abroad allows us to discriminate against millions of people here at home. Dehumanization is to speak of Muslims only in the context of national security, rather than as people who have families, careers, and dreams just like you. I want you to look at me, and I don't want you to look at me with pity. I want you to look at me with love and respect, and to see me as your equal, as an American, just like you. It is dehumanization that allows for Muslims to be spoken of as terrorists, Mexicans as rapists, and black people as thugs. It is dehumanization that allows us to judge one another before we even hear a word out of one another's mouths. Indeed, every form of racism and every phobia is deeply rooted in our inability to see each other as people, as human beings. It is only when we speak of people as the other that we forget who we are ourselves. And when we forget that other people are human beings just like us, then we stop treating them in a humane way. Dr. Greg Robinson, who wrote by order of the president, a scholar on Japanese internment, he said that prevailing anti-Asian attitudes allowed for facts, things that are, unfortunately taken for granted these days, not alternate facts, facts. Prevailing anti-Asian racist attitudes allowed for facts about the Japanese American community to be obscured. 120,000 American citizens were sentenced to internment because they were otherized, because they were made to be the other. This country turned away Jewish refugees decades ago, and it seems like we haven't learned our lesson, because we otherized them and we diminished their pain, and we allowed fear to overcome us and ignorance to cloud our judgments. So let's make it human. I ask you today, if it was your daughter in the refugee camps, freezing to death today, if it was your son washing up ashore at a Turkish resort, or covered in ashes in the back of an ambulance, if it was your 1-year-old American citizen that was detained at the airport yesterday for over 24 hours trying to find formula, if it was your mother, 76-year-old mother, who had been there for 28 hours complaining of knee pain, and the only thing she had was a cot to sleep on at night that was brought out by the staff. If it was your parents being handcuffed in the airport with belligerent agents asking them how they felt about the new president, how would you feel? How would you feel if that was your parents? How would you feel if that was your daughter? How would you feel if this was your sister? Because she's my sister and she's your sister as well. Is that American? Is that who we are?
No.
Is that human?
No.
Is that Christian?
No.
Is that Muslim?
No.
Is that Jewish?
No.
It's not us. We're better than this. And we will show the president, and we will show those that are emboldened. by the xenophobia and that want to take America back down this dark route. Not on our watch. It will not happen. I remind all people of faith here that our father Abraham, that Moses, that Jesus Christ, and that Muhammad, may God's peace and blessings be upon them all, did not just share a call of monotheism, they also had a shared experience. All of them were at one point refugees. And all of them taught us that mercy should be universal. Donald Trump is inadvertently mobilizing our communities like never before. He is creating his worst nightmare. Complacency would have left us in isolation and made us more comfortable in our echo chambers. Now we are forced out of our comfort zones to build coalitions with like-minded Americans of all colors and faiths that do not want to see our country take this path. Now my question to you all is, and this is a serious question, how long will you stand with us? Will you be fatigued with all the protests? As McCarthyist policies continue to be signed by into executive order or be pushed by bills from our very own Senator Ted Cruz, will you legally challenge your government, or will fear paralyze you? As Islamophobic media tries to criminalize Muslim organizations and leaders by overwhelming the media with baseless lies about them, will you start to view them with suspicion too? Will you still be here with us? If another terrorist attack takes place in the name of Islam by a Muslim, or will you say, maybe not all 1.8 billion Muslims of the world deserve to be held collectively guilty for the actions of an individual terrorist? I believe that you will still be here, and so will I. And let us reflect, and let me say to you that Donald Trump will never make me hate you. And I hope that no politician will ever make you hate me. And I will never allow any of your communities to be unjustly targeted, because a threat to justice anywhere, as my brother Michael said, is a threat to justice everywhere. Finally, I want you to recognize today that it is not just the Muslim community that is under attack here. It is not just immigrants that are under attack. It is everything that this country stands for that is under attack right now. Each and every single one of you is under attack right now. Do not wait for your community or your family members to be targeted. They already have been. Thank you for being here, and we love you and we appreciate you, and your solidarity is beautiful.